When you're networking and building connections, the main goal is to stand out. You want to elevate the first impression, making it an unforgettable experience. I've been testing and reviewing smart business cards for the past 2 years, and until now, I've never made a video for determining which card is actually right for teams and corporations, but today is finally that day. Mobilo, Linq, Wave, and Popl. 4 different smart business cards with custom designs, all can be tapped or scanned, leading you to a unique online experience that elevates the first impression, all while eliminating waste of business card production. And now they're customized even further with an experience you can customize and control for your entire team. So which of these business cards should you actually choose? Well, I'm explaining each one in detail, from front-end customer experience, back-end admin panel, user permissions, security and encryption to keep your data safe, HR onboarding, and overall value for the cost. Yes, that's a lot to get through, but I'll also leave a comparison at the end summarizing each of these cards and chapters to jump to each specific card that you're interested in. Now let's get started. Mobilo is a premium business card and one of the first to offer a Teams platform to easily manage all of your employees in an advanced admin panel with integrations to connect Zapier, your CRM, or even Microsoft Azure for onboarding new members automatically. Best of all, Mobilo is backed by SOC 2 security to keep your team's card and data safe. Now, while other cards started with a personal page and slowly rolling out these Teams features, it seems like Mobilo was always designed with Teams in mind. When a card is created, it goes through this formal design QA for your approval. Following approval, Mobilo cards ship within 24 hours from one of 3 print locations, including New York, Netherlands, and Australia, making it the fastest shipment to most places around the world. The Mobilo cards are shown here in various finishes, with the most unique, of course, being this bamboo option. You'll notice that these cards are fully custom and don't include any sort of Mobilo branding, so you can include your own branding without including theirs. It's also worth noting that the metal card here is still in perfect condition with no scratches. These cards of course include an NFC chip, so when they're tapped, they link out to a variety of options, including a business card option which automatically downloads a contact card and then saves it to your phone, a social page that acts as a landing page with your personal and company information, a lead gen form which pre-qualifies leads with custom questions. Plus, the bonus here is data enrichment is included, which actually enhances the data provided, adding helpful background info like the title, LinkedIn profile, company location, or company size without them including any of it. And if none of those work for you, of course you can link out to an external link as well. The landing pages offer all of the following options and save all additional fields via contact card. Now, while the landing page is not the most inspired page I've seen, and it doesn't allow you to reorder the information added or change the colors natively, they do offer the possibility of an entirely custom landing page working with their design team to perfectly fit your brand guidelines. So with a little work, it could perfectly represent your brand. When managing your team, you have full control over the personal profile data, company information, and content to make it one cohesive experience across all of your employee profiles. When filling in information, you can select which fields you want to lock to disable user edits, or control which company fields override existing values in your employees' fields. So this means that you have full control over how your company is presented across channels, and it's all done really quick with simple toggles to control all profiles at once. You can also organize employees by group and then control group info for those select users. This is great if you have divisions working out of different offices and you want the contact and location info to change. But it's also worth noting that you can't have one user in 2 groups, so you'll want to plan whether you're organizing by division, location, or department before setting everybody up. Once your teams have started using their cards, you'll get a dashboard of results so you can see total taps, leads, clicks, filtering by custom time frame as well. You'll get a feed of real-time actions, which usage has been most effective, what contacts are actually clicking on, and then stats for your entire team, including a leaderboard for activity and geodata. And it's one of the most comprehensive analytic dashboards that I've seen on all competitors. And while you as the admin get all of that info, your teams also get their own reporting to keep track of KPIs so that everybody's held accountable for their success. And speaking of results, your leads are collected and stored in your lead book, including their details and their status. A really helpful approach is the lead board, which shows which stage each contact is in, but it doesn't allow you to customize these statuses, which is something that I would prefer. Clicking on a contact allows a space for notes, answers to the lead gen form if they filled it out, and even the location where you met them. Your leads can be exported to the CRM of your choice or downloaded via CSV for manual import. CRM export is done via Zapier integration, which can trigger an automation every time there's a new lead in your account, new lead in your specific group or division, or new lead for the whole organization. So maybe you have your sales team pre-qualifying leads, which sends them through an email funnel, but if an account manager adds the lead, you can automatically send, say, a contract to that lead. But either way, you want all leads in your organization to be exported and added to your CRM. This separation from account to group to organization helps you do all of that automatically. The most important integration for teams is HR integration, which allows you to sync with Microsoft Active Directory to automatically add new employees' profiles in Mobilo or deactivate existing ones without needing to click or do anything. Then HR can easily control permissions like locking fields and transferring cards to new employees with simple backend management. Being made for teams, Mobilo provides SOC 2 Type 1 certification to protect your business card and information. Mobilo also completes annual penetration tests to reinforce their security protocols, making it one of the most secure for businesses right now. Mobilo pricing begins at $39 per employee per year, but can adjust based on the quantity of users, and with teams of 25 or more users, Mobilo can actually provide a free custom landing page, free single sign-on and CRM integration. With more than 100 users, you also get a free classic card included. I think Mobilo's dashboard isn't necessarily as appealing as others on the market, and the landing page by default doesn't have the same attention to detail as others do, but they are committed to making your instance cohesive with your own brand, including a formal QA process of your custom cards and a custom landing page for your business. And while it's on the expensive end at $39 per user per month, I believe this one would be the truest option to your brand with some minor work upfront with their team. For all of that, I give Mobilo 4 out of 5 briefcase emojis. Popl is by now likely the most well-known business card in the game. Known for an incredible app, a range of devices, and now a sophisticated lead generation service for your entire team. So take what you know about the solo smart business card experience that when tapped shows a profile, lead gen form, or your website, then reimagine it at an enterprise scale. You now get a unified brand experience that extends to your images, company info, and even the ability to mass update the fields on your team's profile. The Popl custom card I have here has a matte finish that feels extremely premium with a raised print for my custom design. On the back there's a QR code, Popl branding subtly in the corner, and an NFC icon to demonstrate tapping the card. Popl started in an app for individual users, but Popl Teams gives you a new web dashboard with all of your employees, so you can see their name, title, division, contact info, and engagement stats. Adding a new member happens via email, CSV, or sync with Microsoft Active Directory, in which case you don't actually have to do anything. Once their Microsoft account is set up, they'll appear in here automatically, and removing a Microsoft employee will automatically deactivate and remove their Popl profile. You can also choose how often Microsoft syncs, from weekly, monthly, or quarterly. Mass updating info is really easy for your marketing department. Select your team members, then add whatever links you want to, just like you would on an individual profile. Change specific settings like custom theme, lock members, turn on lead capture pop-up form. In images, you can mass update their user profile photo, cover photo, company logo, or pop code logo. You can also add members to a sub-team for their respective company division, region, or department for easier grouping and mass updating of specific employees. Now, the one downside that I found to these updates that others did well is the use of a template, because if you're just mass adding links, say you want to move one of them up the page for all employees, you need to go into the profile, drag it up to reorder, but then you notice the other employees still have the link below, forcing you to move each of them up individually. This isn't really a problem when you have a small team, but it's not realistic to perform these individual updates across an organization of 100+ employees. Another permission that's lacking is field locking. So Popl does offer the ability to lock the entire card to disable future updates, but I'd like to see the ability to lock specific fields, allowing users to update their contact info, but disabling the ability to, say, add a PayPal link, for example. I really would have liked a uniform template that I could drag to reorder, lock individual fields, then mass apply to profiles, something that you'll see on other competitors like Wave, which we'll get to a little later in the video. Leads is really advanced, but it does it in a simple way. So you can easily see which users connected or filter by user or sub-team. You can also see if the lead has been exported to your CRM already. In lead details, you can save info, add tags, reassign the lead to another member, or one-click import to your CRM of choice. In Devices, you can easily change the owner of a card and then reassign. Insights gives you access to reporting by any date range. You can filter this by date and even by member or sub-team. So if you want to see how your Western region is doing, it's one simple click away. You can also see which devices are most active and which links are tapped the most. These results, by the way, can also be exported to a CSV to add to your existing reporting. Integrations allow you to connect to your CRM, Microsoft Active Directory for easy onboarding and offboarding, or Zapier for a range of other automations, whether that's triggering an email marketing system, adding to a list in Google Sheets, or blasting to your team to celebrate the new connection. The triggers available are a new connection is added for your account or for your whole team. The one that's missing here is one that Mobilo offers, which is a third trigger for your sub-team. I'm currently connected to my HubSpot CRM, and you can see the option to auto-sync every single contact that comes in, or in a manual export click. When exporting, you can choose the lead status, owner, and custom properties. I'm currently connecting my source field so that it shows that the lead came in from Popl. And quickly, if you want to know how to find that value of a custom field, go to HubSpot, Settings, Properties, find the property that you want, and then select internal name, which gives you the code to put into Popl. Now, when I'm looking at a contact in Popl, I can hit export to a CRM, choose my CRM, and in a moment, you'll see success. You'll get an email telling you whether it was successful or not, and it'll appear in HubSpot or whatever CRM you're using through direct integration. Or if it's not supported, then likely through a Zapier integration. Last up, you have the option to send push notifications to your team's lock screens, choosing individual users or teams, setting the title and message, and then scheduling the communication. The same can be done for email if preferred. And it's not something that I think would be practical to use all the time, but it is a cool feature to have that no one else is doing. So that's Popl Teams, a uniform experience with great team management options like mass updating, Microsoft Active Directory sync, powerful analytics, and CRM integrations. Popl offers 24/7 support, a very secure experience including SOC2, CCPA and GDPR compliance, and enterprise-level encryption for customer data. Popl pricing for Teams starts at $10.49 US per member per month and adjusts based on the number of users that you have. Popl is a powerful smart business card but lacks minor detail like locking individual fields, and the major concern I have is the mass changes to content without the ability to reorder. I give Popl a rating of 4 out of 5 briefcase emojis. Wave is a card that caught my attention from strong attention to design and detail. From the modern portrait-oriented metal card that you can tap, to their largely integrated profiles page with Typeform integration, and now to their dashboard interface to manage your entire team. Offering a few takes on the custom business card, you can see here the custom white card with QR code on the back, the black custom card, or level up to my favorite, which is the metal card. The portrait format, branding on the top, pass-through for the NFC, which is on the front, and even on the back, an etched QR code that looks expensive and feels expensive too by the weight of this thing. When tapping your card, you get a custom landing page filled with content, my favorite being a gallery view, Google Maps, Typeform for a custom embedded form, video for YouTube, and now the ability to showcase your team directly on your page and link out to them. Now, speaking of teams, your individual team members get a front-end interface to control their profile, see their connections, and get basic analytics and settings to control their profile. But you as an admin get a back-end experience where you can narrow down from your entire organization to your teams or departments and roll out a template to your team for a uniform look. And you can also lock those fields so they can't move them individually. If you want to edit an individual user, you can click on their name to edit contact details, or view their profile to edit just as the user would. It seems like on the Popl side, they created this incredibly easy way to add content to users from the team's dashboard, but Wave pioneered a template that makes it easier to reorder and mass apply features to your entire team. I do think that Wave's version of updating makes the most sense for larger organizations who maybe want control over profiles, but I'd love to see Wave offer a similar way of adding simple links from the members page as well. When adding users, you can bulk import or export users via CSV, but at this time, Azure and other HR integrations are not currently available to automatically sync your users. I reached out to Wave directly and they confirmed that this would be an enhancement that's coming in early 2023, but it's not available yet. Wave does, however, offer the ability to automatically ship a company card to your office when a new member is added to cut down on that onboarding process. If you want the card shipped directly to that employee, you'll need to confirm the shipping address prior to shipment. The Analytics tab gives you the ability to filter down to a team or a specific user from any time frame and see the views, clicks, click-through rate, leads, which items are being clicked, and export all of those details into a CSV to put into your own reporting. Your admin permissions vary, with owners getting full access to everything, admins having access to all teams but not org level changes. These users can change templates for your teams but not add or remove users or edit the organization name or structure. And Views has the ability to view multiple teams but no editing permissions. Overall, Wave doesn't overcomplicate the Teams platform, making it extremely user-friendly, with the ability to organize your teams and control a template for each of those teams. While this is a solid Teams dashboard, there's a couple features I miss that others do currently offer, like the HR integration with Microsoft Active Directory, a list of all of my Wave devices to keep track, integrations with CRMs or Zapier to do more with the leads when they come in without needing to export a CSV, and lastly, this is small, but I'd like the wireless icon on the card to be rotated to point left instead of up, as this is meant to be a vertical orientation card. So the good news here is that everything that I've listed will be implemented by Wave in early 2023. HR integration for adding new users, custom page templates with the ability to move content up and down throughout the page, and Zapier and CRM integrations. Now, Wave is currently starting at $9 per user Canadian or $6.99 US per user per month, a price that adjusts, of course, as you add more users. I think Wave is an incredibly competitive card, and with upcoming features this year, it'll be one of the top choices. In its current state at this time of making the video, I would give Wave 4 out of 5 briefcase emojis, but assuming the new features in early 2023, it'll become a 5 later on. Linq is one of the most exciting cards to me. From the beginning, they had this very complex single user experience, and now with Teams, they're quickly becoming one of the most sophisticated. Their custom card is extremely high quality with precise printing, no bleed, no pixelation, and a QR code on the back. Tapping on the card brings you to a complex landing page that offers rich detail that's really competitive from a content perspective versus others in this video. All of these items can be templated, locked, or placed and reordered, and new to Linq is a Teams directory which can be either your organization or your specific team or department. A lot of these items come with alternate layouts if you don't like the default one, by the way. You can take a look at my social one here that has 3 different layouts that show up. An individual user has a simple way of adding content to their page by selecting the content block. They have the ability to update their profile photo, contact info, and title at the top of their card. Depending on your permissions, they can update their cover photo or logo, or you can set that at an admin level for your team or your entire organization, which prevents them from updating for a more cohesive look. On the admin panel, it's separated into sections: collect, nurture, and integrate. Under collect, you can see all the employee pages and create page templates. These templates can be applied with one click to apply to team members, and something that I really liked is you can actually apply more than one template to a page. So say the marketing team has a specific marketing related section, or sales has testimonials and asks them to fill out a survey, you can actually check multiple templates and they'll add all of those content blocks into users' pages. Now, it's important to note that users can't fully adjust the layout of individual content within a template, but they can reorder the entire template block around the page. So when creating a template, it works exactly like a standard page, adding content and reordering to your liking. Some options like my company about section are not editable to employees at the company, but then you'll see at the top items like the employee about section are editable, including both the content and the heading. So on their page, locked fields don't have the option to edit beside them, but then if they go up to click edit template fields, they can see all the editable options on their page. This is a really well thought out process to creating your profile and layering in all those permissions. The admin gets really complex control of the back end, but the employee only sees and controls what they need to. Now, back in the admin panel, you have a products page where you can mass apply products to users or activate a new product. The people section shows you your teams and mass invite of new members. Under nurture, you can see all of your contacts or filter between personal and teams contacts. Here you can see all the activity for that contact, notes left, tags like pre-qualifying, reminders, or send to integration for your export to CRM. Analytics shows the basic information like page views, new contacts, but that's about it. On the individual user level, you get views, clicks, click-through rate, as well as individual clicks with a heat map for better understanding of what's working. Linq doesn't currently allow you to export that data, but that will be coming in an update soon. Integrate is where things get really unique for Linq. You can add custom workflows with custom triggers like new contact, contact shared with team, label added to contact, or contact note added. You can filter by specific page, then you can add an action to tag, remind, share contact, or upload to your integration. So you could say if a certain member adds a new contact, automatically send the lead a welcome email, or automatically add them to a sales sequence. You could even automatically export tagged contacts to a Google Sheet to keep track of a specific campaign. The options here are endless, and I love that this is baked right in without needing to use Zapier or any sort of third-party automation. It all happens within Linq. Now, speaking of integrations, Linq is fully compatible with HR directories, so when you add a new employee in your software like Microsoft Active Directory, it's going to automatically create a new profile in Linq with the option for name, phone, title, location, and company. New members can be automatically approved or require approval first. Linq also has built-in privacy and security, including single sign-on. It's also worth mentioning that Linq has SOC 2 Type 1 and 2, all data in transit and at rest is encrypted, and Linq published a security report, which I'll link in the description, which details all privacy standards. Linq also includes an opt-in box for GDPR consent regulations. So when it comes to integrations, Linq includes a massive list, all of which at the time of making this video are listed here. These integrations are set up with a Linq success member to ensure a smooth setup. Other really helpful branding settings include the ability to host a team assets library for a selection of team virtual backgrounds. You can also set the cover photo and logos at the org level, or at the team's level, or even at an individual level if you want anyone to be able to change it. You can also manage leads for your business, making them available to only individuals, team members, or open to the whole organization. So overall, Linq is an incredibly smart business card, with the most detailed permissions approach that I've seen. With rich landing pages, lead management, HR integration, and backed by high security, it's a solid choice for larger organizations. With a starting price of $7.85 per user per month, and with 30 users you also get free custom cards, I give Linq a 5 out of 5 briefcase emojis. So that is a lot of options to go over, but to help break it down, here's a summary of all the cards. While past comparisons have a much larger range in ratings, all of the cards have really updated to become solid options with recent updates, so you can't really go wrong with any of them. But if you have to choose, my top choice right now would be Linq, with Wave being a very close runner-up pending some updates coming in 2023. Linq offers the most complex landing pages and advanced permissions that make it extremely easy for an admin to manage. Wave offers my favorite custom card made of metal in a unique portrait format with a fresh admin design and templated design options. While Mobilo offers a very stable platform with everything that you need, including custom design landing pages, it lacks certain features like rich content blocks and templates and requires custom design to fit your brand. This is of course very subjective, because if you use a redirect to your website when tapping, or you're using the contact card to download, then you can skip a lot of these features and they won't really matter to you anyway. Popl is and always has been a very clean design, and my only concern is the way content is added and maintained on a mass level. For a small team of 20 or less, I think it's a great option, but I'm concerned about maintaining a cohesive look at scale with 100 plus employees. Alright, so if you made it to the end of this video, then thank you so much for watching. These videos take an extremely long time to make, so please leave comments below, give it a like, give an optional super thanks to support the channel. Of course, I'll also leave links to everything in the description down below, and I'll pin comments with any new updates that happen or any corrections where applicable for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.